What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys with another market watch today. Guys, before I begin, I just want to say, what extra deck sleeves do you like to use? I know some Yu-Gi-Oh players like to use the regular Ultra Pro sleeves or maybe the Eclipse sleeves, but I personally like to use Konami sleeves whenever I go to like a regionals or a YCS or UDS event. Now, these are the kind of sleeves I'm actually took a picture of recently on my Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, by the way, link's gonna be down below. But the World Championship qualifiers, these are amazing. I feel like the only way to use those is definitely at like a regionals or like a YCS you want to use those with, and with a deck you're really good with, so like they last long. As well as the Kaiba Corp sleeves, the Hex sleeves, and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Magician sleeves. They look really nice, and they're really cool that you can finally use sleeves that aren't just plain in the back. That's the reason why I personally decided to use these recently, as opposed to the regular like Ultra Pro or Eclipses or Dragon Shields. You only get 50 sleeves in each one of these packs. I'm not sure what the World Championship qualified sleeves. Never really counted them. But for the most part, you get 50 sleeves in these packs, and they're not bad. And once again, comment question of the day. Let me know which sleeves you use for your extra deck and why. Also, guys, looking at the YGO organization website about the recent deck list for the OCG, we can see some very interesting pieces of information. Number one, Imperial Order. Imperial Order is used in 17 decks out of the 34 decks featured in the recent deck profiles done by YGO organization. Now we have it here at 1, and for the most part, I'm not using it in my decks. I'm using it in your deck, Imperial Order. I mean, it's a good card. It's definitely a blowout card, but I just don't feel like it works in my deck and what I'm playing. But for other decks, I can see it working. Like if you're playing like Altergeist or like a Guru Control or 2 Dracos, Imperial Order is insane. But the reason I'm talking about this card is because I really want to talk about Vanity's Emptiness. The fact that this card is probably going to be coming to 1 soon. Whether it comes to one in January ban list or in April ban list, I feel it's inevitable going to come to 1 and we'll be able to play it by Nationals. The question is, will you be playing it? And the reason I ask that, because once again, looking at Vanity's Emptiness, there's about 15 out of 34 decks are using it in the OCG deck list. Now, once again, this is only one deck list from one article posted by YGO organization. But it's really interesting to note that some decks are just not using Vanity's Emptiness, even with it being at 1, even with it being a broken card. Some decks just don't care about it. And I really do feel like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are missing the point with cards like Vanity's Emptiness. Whenever I talk about Vanity's Emptiness coming off the ban list, I look at it from like a super unbiased perspective, and they look at it from the point of, dude, that card's flipped on me, my fill-in-the-blank deck doesn't work. But you really gotta be unbiased whenever you look at the deck list, the ban list, and when you look at these cards coming off the bans, because we have a lot of great contenders. I mean, Vanity's Emptiness, Pot of the Pod card, Pot of Avarice, Harvey's Spellduster, Maxi. These are great contenders to come off the ban list. We're gonna debate on how many should come off the ban list, whether it should go at 1, 2, or 3. That's totally fine, but I think inevitably these 4 cards will be coming off our ban list soon. And I think Vanity's Emptiness is due to be one of those cards. In fact, it's kind of shocking to see Vanity's Emptiness over here as a secret rare and legendary collection 5 of these being so cheap. It's currently roughly around $11. If you think this card is going to go off the ban list and you're going to be able to snipe this card for $11, good luck. This card is going to be more than likely bought out. There's only 2 pages listed on TCG Player. On page 1, there's a 7 war, a 5 and a 9 war, because I think this card will come out being limited. And then you got on page 2, it's a 6 war at $19, 2 3s, a 5 and a 4 war. Like basically nothing heavy for Vanity's Emptiness Secret Rare. And it's up to you which version you want to pick up. This is only the highest version of Vanity's Emptiness being secret rare, but if you're okay picking up like a super rare or a common, they're relatively cheap right now. In fact, there's almost every version of Vanity's Emptiness, rarity wise, besides like ultra rare and ultra rare. And that's set in March. That set's going to be coming out ultra rare. So you see what I'm getting at? I think Konami will go, okay, well, we'll throw as ultra rare in March. Now we can release Vanity's Emptiness in January, or we can do March, have it as ultra rare, and then April with the April bans, with the April Master Rule 5, bring on Vanity's Emptiness. It actually makes a lot of sense if you really think about it. Master Rule 5 is looking to be a crazy spinneroony, going off kind of a meta, and when you have Master Rule 5 just doing whatever it wants to do, cards like Vanity's Emptiness are almost a must-have card for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players. Not for Yu-Gi-Oh combo players, once again, and look over here, that's probably why you didn't see all the players playing this card, but for Yu-Gi-Oh control players, or maybe even mid-range. Some mid-range have the option, but I think control players can now utilize Vanity's Emptiness. It's actually insanely good. Now look at other cards. We have Dimensional Barrier, a card that I think, when it first came out, when the first Master Rule 5 was first announced, everyone went crazy on this. And Dimensional Barrier coming out of Invasion Vengeance with a less than $5 market price. Let you play unlimited, roughly around $11. First edition is also roughly around $11. And to be honest with you, I think this card's price needs to take a breather. Dimensional Barrier only for it to only maintain this price point. By the way, it's like 6 in the morning. That's why I'm doing this video. I just couldn't sleep. But in order for the dimensional barrier to have this crazy kind of price point we're looking at right now, to maintain this price point, in order for that to happen, it's going to have to see meta play. Because it can't keep going up in value as you can players get excited about Master Rule 5 and buy more dimensional barriers. I think the hype is gone. I think the hype is totally gone. I mean, think about it. We're gonna have a ban list. We're gonna have a new set come out. We're gonna have Master Rule 5 and then a ban set for Master Rule 5 in April. So to see all this happen, it's really hard to look at a card like Dimensional Barrier, which has multiple reprints, and go, oh, that's gonna go higher. I just don't see it happening. Do I think Dimensional Barrier can see play? Sure, I think it can see play right now, to be honest with you. But I definitely know we'll see play come Master Rule 5. But do I think Dimensional Barrier is gonna go higher because it's gonna see play Master Rule 5 from now till then? No, I think the price point can actually start going lower as Yu-Gi-Oh players adjust and already grab the Dimensional Barriers. If you already have something, you don't want it, and people have the card Dimensional Barrier and they don't need it, they're gonna sell it for a lower price than other people paid for it, and the value is gonna go down. Now, once again, I do think this is a great card. I think you definitely should grab your playset of them. But if you grab your Ultra playset coming out Dual Devastator, well, I don't blame you. I mean, the Dual Devastator version of the card is $1. You can grab the Mason version, by the way, which is around $2. But if you want to grab the Invasion Vengeance first edition version of the Dimension Barrier, it's going to run you a lot more money. A lot more money. A lot more money. $11 for this card, which is, once again, insanely high for its current value, current play. And I don't agree with it. But you know what I agree with? You guys who are new to the channel, hitting that subscribe button, hitting the like button. I'm going to be doing more of these Mark Watch videos. We're going to be breaking down more and more into Master Rule 5. We're going to be breaking down the new ban list. We're going to be breaking down the new sets. A lot of it's going to be happening on this channel. I'm going to be getting a new camera in soon. I'm actually going to be adding more types of content to this channel as well. I'm really excited about it. I've been up looking at how to edit videos and how to do all that stuff. So I'm really excited to bring that towards this channel. And I would love you guys hit the subscribe button and the like button. And of course the notification bell whenever I do my live streams. By the way, my live stream for the ban list is always the craziest live streams I ever have. And we're going to be getting a ban list in soon. So expect a live stream of just insanity happening. Because I do think the January ban list is going to set us up for that April ban list. April Master Rule 5, the current set, all these cards happening. So seriously, keep an eye out for that live stream we're going to be having. And in order to keep an eye out for that, is hit subscribe and definitely want to hit that notification bell. Look at other cards you have. Dark Ruler No More. Another phenomenal card that I'm kind of shocked is actually low in value. Dark Ruler No More has a $5 market price, but you can grab it as low as $4 if you don't want to include shipping. You include shipping, drop around $5 as well. But Dark Ruler No More should be $10. And here's why. Even though I think Nibiru is a phenomenal card, and in Master Rule 5, Nibiru is going to be shutting people down, the Yu-Gi-Oh players, the top contending decks, are going to be decks that can play around Nibiru. Easily. That's it. It's that simple. It's just that simple. But you know what those decks cannot play around? Dark Ruler No More. If you dedicate a huge field, a huge board to bringing out your whole setup, and your opponent just slaps Dark Ruler No More, if they get rid of your field with a simple Regeki, Dark Hole, anything like that, you basically lose the game. Anyone who's a common player knows when your opponent plays Dark Ruler No More, you basically look at them and go, do you have it? Do you have the way to break me down? Because if you don't, I'm going to kill you next turn. But if you break me down, I got one card in hand maybe, plus my draw. What's in my graveyard? Can I do anything in my graveyard? That's what they have to start thinking about as they realize, Jesus, I literally can't do nothing. This card says activate, your opponent just looks at you and says it's good because they can't respond to it with monster effects. It's a phenomenal card. So I think this card is going to see more play in Master Rule 5 than a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are giving it credit for as they're looking at Nibiru. Once again, Nibiru is definitely a phenomenal card, but this is the go-to card. If you don't have this card, you're going to want to go ahead and grab your playset as soon as possible. Then we have Inferno Mirage, coming out Shining Dark Stars. I covered this the other day. It's probably around like $10. And the reason I want to cover Inferno Mirage is because another Inferno card spiked up in value. Inferno Break coming out of Astro Pack 6 is holding a 64-cent market price. Realistically, the value is kind of sporadic. You got one over here for 3, then one over here 3, 4, and then $5 for Inferno Break. I personally don't know why Infernos are going crazy in value. I'm not sure if Infernos gonna be like the deck in Master Rule 5, but there's definitely a lot of buyouts happening towards Infernos, and I'm kind of skeptical. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And then we have Dynamaster Prankatops, another phenomenal card for Master Rule 5. In fact, I'm gonna title this video great cards for Master Rule 5. One of the best side deck cards besides Dimensional Barrier, besides Dark Ruler No More, is Dynamaster Prankatops. This card's always gonna be good. I'm shocked how Konami's not banned this card. I'm shocked Konami's not hit this card. I'm shocked Konami's not done anything with this card. I'm shocked this card isn't Ultimate Rare yet, to be honest with you, because this card is so good. Now look at the dimensional Pranker-Tops. You can grab a Gold Shark Ultra Rare. You can grab a Dual Devastator Ultra Rare. You can grab the Common if you really want to. For those who are a little elusive, want a little bit higher rarity, but actually like $1 more if you have the Ultra Rare, you can grab the secret version of Dimensional Pranker-Tops. Current market price is roughly around $1.74. The market price of this card is about $2.30. This card is insanely inexpensive, and it's so good, and definitely going to see more play for Yu-Gi-Oh! Plays at Nationals. This card is really good against a good mid-range board. It's definitely good against a combo board. There's no deck, there's no board that you have this, unless maybe Mystic Mind Burn, but there's no like deck you're playing against that you're like, hi, I have Pranker-Tops, can't use that card. The card is always good, always useful. It not only gets rid of a problem card, but it also puts a 2600 body on board, threatening whatever monsters your opponent currently has on board. Once again, this is a very good card, and a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are just not looking at it right now. They focus on their main decks, they focus on new future cards, they focus on potential cards that have hype in the future that could make their way into the main deck, but they're not looking at their side deck card in Master Rule 5. Master Rule 5 is really good for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, and really good for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players' deck cores, but also really good for the side deck for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. And we're gonna go into Master Rule 5, and you're gonna play fill in the blank deck in Master Rule 5, that's totally fine. But if you don't know your side deck, you're gonna give game 2s away all day long. You're like the Willy Wonka of game 2s. Everyone's gonna get a piece of that. So how about you be smart and you play cards like Pranker-Tops? Of course you're gonna run D-Barrier. Of course you're gonna run Dark Rule No More. And that's 9 cards out of a 15 card side deck in Master Rule 5. It's pretty crazy. Now let's shift over real quickly and talk about how hero plays are insane just for a little bit in the video. So hero plays are insane. Element the Hero Shining Phoenix Enforcer Ultimate Rare coming in at Enemy of Justice is roughly around $11 in the market price. But it's not though, it's been bought out. It's been bought out for a while, to be honest with you. The card currently stands roughly around $140. And then there's another $140 listing, and then it's $200. Now, I think, once again, hero plays have a rough right now. They have it good and they have it rough. More rough than good. Let me explain. I think it's really good to be a hero player in this era. You get to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Last time a hero player saw any kind of meta play was when Dark Law's release, and it was still back then like tier 2, because you were around, what, Shadows, Burning a Bit, like all these other decks that are just like, I don't care, I'm still gonna kill you, so that's a cool board. Now it looks nice, but you're gonna be done by this turn. But it's definitely different now for hero players. They're getting more of a buffet of competitive meta play options. And I think it's really good for hero players. And if you want to be a max rarity hero player, you better have those cards already, because those cards are insanely expensive, as we covered in previous market watches. But for hero players that are looking for other cards to add to their collection, because you start off playing heroes, the next thing you're collecting hero cards like Element Hero Shining Phoenix Enforcer, Ultimate Rare, it's just out of your reach. You're not paying $140 for this card. You're just not doing that. You know, to be honest with you, you get the Ultra Rare version coming at Enemy of Justice, $450 market price, Light Print first edition is roughly around $3. This is still good too, because what everyone kind of forgets about, especially when we're seeing it now with Ghost Rares, but it's gonna make its way to other things. As Yu-Gi-Oh! Progresses, we're gonna get more collectors in this game. It's gonna naturally happen. We've seen it happen in other card games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is no different. As the game progresses, we will see more and more and more and more collectors. It's inevitable. So once the collectors are done absorbing Element the Hero Shining Phoenix Enforcer Ultimate Rare, after they're absorbing it, which they're almost done, and I think at the time the market will fluctuate, but for the most part there'll be a point where $140 is a discount price for Shining Phoenix. I would do not be surprised this card becomes triple or quadruple its value in the future. Wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Once they're done with this card, they're gonna turn to the Ultra Rares. They're gonna turn to these because why not? It's original print cards. First edition versions, sniped all day long. So once again, if you have Ultimate Rare Shining Phoenix Enforcer, even though you could sell and make a lot of money, you could hold it and make more money. Because one thing, hero players are insane, and two thing, there's a lot of value still. And if you're a hero player and you think this is all I'm done talking about in the video, you're wrong. Because Element Hero Wild Wingman, Ultimate Rare, also added Enemy of Justice, is holding a $10 market price, but it hasn't been bought out yet. It has a $31 price point. Now, once again, I don't think Element of Hero Shining Phoenix Enforcer is gonna see meta play. If we're gonna be honest, it's probably not gonna see meta play from Enemy of Justice. So why wouldn't this card get bought out from Enemy of Justice? Well, the correct answer is it's going to get bought out. It's inevitable. Once again, it's inevitable that crazy hero cards or crazy archetypes that are loved cards or crazy cards with competitive, even the hype of competitiveness, will be getting bought out in the future. This is inevitable. Okay, this is non-negotiable. looking at cards like Elemental Hero Wild Wingman, this card was $31. It's gonna hit over $100 easily, that fast. Not surprisingly. In fact, I'm shocked personally. Destiny Hero Diamond Dude is so cheap right now. This card blows my mind. It was holding a $10 market price. Lightning Play Unlimited is $10. If you want a first edition version of this card, it's $15. Yes, there's 4 pages on TCG Player, and there's probably a lot to go around, but this card's still good. And this card, unlike the other cards, actually saw meta play. DHZ, boys, Destiny Hero Zombies. So I'm kind of confused why this isn't being bought out. But one thing's for sure, once again, as we get more collectors, it says Heroes in its name, it'll be bought out. Ultimate Rare First Edition, it'll definitely be bought out. And then Unlimited, and then they'll make their way to other rarities of Destiny Hero Diamond Dude. Then we have Future Fusion, another card out of Apollo the Duelist, Ultimate Rare, with a $7 market price. Lightning Play Unlimited, $4. You want a First Edition version? Sure, $8 for Future Fusion. I think this card is absolutely insane. I know there's been an errata to it, and now the Yu-Gi-Oh players are excited as they used to be, but this card's really cheap right now. Everyone kind of forgot about this card, but hi, how you doing? I'm V. I'm gonna remind you, this is a good card to hold. I personally own 3 of these, and yeah, if I can try to get more, I'm definitely going to, because this is a phenomenal card, and all it needs is a deck to make it good again. Like, you know, every deck that uses fusions, you know, with Master of 5, we might be able to get some of those decks. Who knows? We also have Vanity's Fiend, Ultimate Rare, coming out of Cyberdark Impact, the original print, Ultimate Rare version of Vanity's Fiend. The card is a $26 market price, but if you want a limited one, it's about $18. If you want a first edition version, it's about $23, which is a little bit under its market price for a Vanity's Fiend. You can also get the Astrovac version, sure, you can definitely do that, but original print first editions are always good. Ultimate Rare, yeah, pretty good. Now, I think with Master of 5, Vanity's Fiend is gonna be a house. In fact, wouldn't be surprised if Konami bans this card, because once again, it's gonna be a house. I wouldn't be surprised even more so if this card makes its way into the side deck, because why not? Vanity's Fiend has always been a great side deck staple for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players throughout the years. And moving into Master of 5, if you're a Burning Abyss player, you're probably already smiling thinking about this card, because this card will win you games. Go Dante, go Vanity's Fiend, look at your opponent and smile. Go Dante, go Vanity's Fiend, turn that Dante, wait, before you go Vanity's Fiend, turn Dante into Beatrice, then go Vanity's Fiend, look at your opponent and go, hope you have a Regeki, my guy, because these are pretty good cards on board. Like, the cards is absolutely insane. And against a lot of combo decks, this card, the right hitting board right now, they pretty much scoop immediately and want to run over to game 2, run over to game 3. They want to scoop out as fast as possible, so they don't have to deal with, you know, this card. It's just that good of a card. Then we have Overdrive Teleporter. I've been talking about this card for years. I've been talking about Overdrive Teleporter. It's a phenomenal card coming out of Crossroad of Chaos. Secret Rare version of the card has a market price of $6, but if you want a Light Play Unlimited, it's $2. If you want a first edition version, that's gonna run you a little more, as the first edition versions are a little bit harder to find. Yeah, first edition version is about $13. So $13 for first edition, but if you want to let you play it unlimited, $2 for Overdrive Teleporter. And why am I saying this card? Well, because this card has great potential in Master of 5. Psychics really have not done nothing as like a big deck core. I mean, yeah, we got certain decks that are decent, but not known for being psychics. You know, they're not known for, they're just good decks that were psychics, but like, I'm talking about like a good deck that's specifically archetype specific psychics that you really abuses the psychic archetype, like Overdrive Teleporter and all these other cards like Hush Psychic Cleric and Esper and Serene Psychic Witch. These all have great potential. I mean, why wouldn't they not? It's a great deck core, and Konami doesn't have to release a lot of cards in order to make this good again. Well, Overdrive Teleporter also came out of Crossroad of Chaos. If that sounds familiar to you, Crossroad of Chaos is the same set that has the Black Rose Dragon. I don't know why I was thinking Blackwing. Anyway, it has Black Rose Dragon in it, which is, once again, a pretty good card, and Ode as well. But looking at Overdrive Teleporter, it's still a phenomenal card. Solo Prince, Secret Rare, Crossroad of Chaos, really Ode. If you do not own one, I highly recommend you go and grab one. Even on limits for $2 is definitely worth the buy. Then we have other cards like Titanium, Princess of Camellias. Now this is for the Ultimate Rare, also out of Crossroad of Chaos. $3.62 market price. Unlimited versions are about $3 for this card. If you want a first edition version of this card, it's going to run you a little bit more. First edition versions of Titanium is going to be roughly around $18 to $19. But if you want an unlimited version, it's about $3. Okay, so let me sell this card to you. Ready? The next set of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to feature support for plants. I'm done, that's it. We have Master of 5 coming out, so plants can be good in Master of 5. I'm done, that's it. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a thing that happened in OCG. Not only did it happen to OCG with plants, but it was Plant Link. If anyone remembers Plant Link, And it was Plant Link when Max Leaf first came off the banners, and it first came off, and Max Leaf was being used in every Yu-Gi-Oh player's deck, and Plant Links was still winning. I think Master Rule 5 and Plants wouldn't be surprised if this is the future. Wouldn't be surprised if this is the national winning deck. It's just such a good deck, and any Yu-Gi-Oh players been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a while, they know Plants really well. They know Plants can span the board easily. Don't need much to get this board spanned. And they know that cards like Titania, Princess Camellia can easily be the card they want to go up into first, ask them to negate Nibiru, and continue the Plant combo. Then we have Madolche Magellan. I don't know why Konami has not reprinted Madolches yet. I have zero idea. I was convinced they would reprint Madolches in the last, I don't know, 1,000 reprints that we had the past couple of months. But I was wrong. Madolche Magellan at a return of duels is holding an $18 market price. Lightly played first edition is roughly around $25. After that one's gone, it's $37 for Madolche Magellan. A super rare which came out of Return of Duelist. And hey, listen, Madolches could be good at Master of 5, sure. But is it worth holding them at this high price point? No, not really. Not at all. I mean, I think Madolches are really cool and I like them a lot. I think they can be definitely a great tier 2 deck. But if you think you're gonna be winning events consistently with Madolches, like regional events or like YCSs, probably not happening. Probably. A Master of 5 might give you that edge, but you gotta realize you don't get the edge in like Master of 5, but only from Madolches. Like every deck it's the edge. So Madolches are good, but I don't think they're gonna be that good at Master of 5. In fact, I'm gonna put my money in cards like Spellbook of Secrets, which is roughly around the same price point of Madolche Magellan. Lightly Played Unlimited is roughly around $20. Neiman First Edition, Lightly Played First Editions are roughly around $35, $38 of near mints. The card's $22 market price. But I rather care about Spellbooks. I think Konami, once again, Spellbooks is another deck that Konami doesn't need to do a lot to make this deck a meta again. It really doesn't need to do much. And we also have Spellbook of Fate, another card that's been rising in value. This card should be like $7. Now it's holding a almost $16 market price. Lightly Play Unlimited about $14. Near mints are roughly around $16 for Spellbook of Fate. And once again, Spellbooks definitely are a great contender to be a deck that can be pushed with Master of 5 with any new support released by Konami. Once again, we can say the same thing. I'm not crapping on Madolches. I'm just trying to tell you, like, if you play Madolches, don't think you're gonna be the god card player in Master of 5. It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Like, it doesn't work that way. Yu-Gi-Oh has definitely evolved since Madolches. But can you definitely still locals? Oh yeah, you'll smack people all day long in locals until they learn how to play with your deck. It reminds me of like almost Magical Musketeers, where like once you get it, sitting against players that know how to play against your deck, you're in a world of hurt. I mean, you can play Orca Strikers and your opponent goes, I know how to play a deck, and they can still get bodied because, you know, Orca Strikers. But like the minute your opponent knows about like Magical Musketeers or Madolches, you're in a really bad spot. That advantage you had by sitting at that table and playing a deck nobody knows about is gone. You got Thanos Snap, my guy. And guess what? You are now in a bad position because they'll go, oh, I'll just set Solemn Judgment or Solemn Strike and yeah, I win this game. Like if you play Madolches, you play against any control player, it's a free you just absolutely scoop against them. There's a very little chance you'll actually get in order to do your full combo and win. But hey, surprise me. Surprise the Yu-Gi-Oh meta. We also have Murmurs, like Murmur Abysses, Ultimate Rare, Cosmo Blazer, with $11 market price. It's starting to be brought out on the market. Unlimited copies are about $17, and if you want a first edition version of this card, it's about $27. It's because of Murmur hype, because of the water hype. Everyone's really excited about water and Murmurs. It's just all over the place, and Yu-Gi-Oh players are trying to go in and grab max rarity Murmurs and water. And I still say the same problem. You know, I think Murmurs are going to be great. I think they're always going to be great. Let's just put it out there. I don't think Murmurs are ever going to be not good. I think every regional season, Yu-Gi-Oh players will be getting their invites with Murmurs. It's just going to happen. You play Murmurs, you play a shotgun deck, you're going to catch people off guard in regionals, you're going to get your invite. Congratulations. You literally don't need to do much. The deck is really good, and it does one thing. Smack confused players all day long. We also have another card like Atlantean Dragoons at Astro Pack 2, $74 market price. The card's back up to $81. This card went as low as, I think it was like $58 when I last talked about it, back when we had the charity event, and the card value spiked down because a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players were cracking this card out of their Astro Packs, threw them in the market, and then now the market's like, oh, wait a minute, Murmurs could be good, and they bought it out again. Here's the thing, Murmur players. I think you have a great opportunity to become a good deck, and I think no matter what, buying Murmurs Max Rarity is never a bad option because it looks really good. Like, really good. But I don't know if you'll be tier 1 ever again. Well, I shouldn't really say ever in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami always release cards and the next thing you know, you're like tier 0, so I shouldn't never say that. But I don't know if you'll be able to be tier 1 with the new support. I don't think that support's gonna get you there. I think the support is really good, but can it get you there? I don't know. I don't think it can. but maybe Konami unlocking like Deep Sea Diva, that could change things. That's a game changer. That card's broken. Who knows? But what I do know is Murmel's definitely are a great deck, great potential, and with the new support, if it came out today, I think it easily will hit 1.5. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I don't really talk about speed duels as much on this channel, and I'm looking forward to doing more speed duel content, because I really do enjoy speed duels a lot. I think Rush Duels is adorable and silly, but I think speed duels has great potential, a great future for speed duels. I mean, think about it, guys. I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but if you go to YCS and you play an Attack of the Giant card, it's no longer constructed. They got rid of that. Now it's speed duel decks. And we're starting to see value in speed duels. Like the new set Speed Duel Trial of the Kingdoms has a card called Parasite Paranoid that has a $12 market price, but the current price point is roughly around $19. You got Floodgate Trap Hole being roughly around $10 in the market price, but the current actual price point is about $18 to $20 for this card. Floodgate Trap Hole is a 3 of. Parasite Paranoid is at least a 2 to even 3 of as well. This is for speed duels. And here's the crazy thing about speed duels. The meta for tier 1 is very diverse, and you can still build a tier 1 meta speed duel deck for like $10, if that. It's very cheap right now to get in speed duels. And not only is it very cheap, but there's a huge market for speed duels in the future of the secondary market. And let me explain. Not all stores got Speed Duel OTS 1 packs. If you have a store that has that, you better go and play those events and crack those packs and save them, because that's a huge amount of value. Speed Duel OTS 1 pack 1 cards have iconic cards like Dark Magician, Blue-Eyed Dragon, Dark Magician Girl. These are all gonna be value. This is all gonna be money. There's no one that's ever gonna debate you saying that's not gonna be. That's gonna be money. That's gonna be a lot of money actually. Look at that Speed Duel 2 that's recently came out. Once again, even less stores got Speed Duel OTS 2 packs. It's just, that's how it is. Not a lot of stores got them. Well, if you are a store that has them, once again, it's really good to be you, because not every store does get them. So those packs are really hard to get. If something's hard to get in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, can we just all assume that's gonna be worth something? I mean, going back to Elemental Hero Shining Finks Enforcer, I guarantee you, not everybody was like, oh, this card, I saw like ace 1 I pulled in the pack. First edition, oh, I keep pulling this card. Even back when Enemy Matrices came out and this card was pulled, people just were like, wow, what? This is pretty crazy. Like, it's just hard to do. But look at that Speed Duel OTS 2 cards, and look at other cards you'll find in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! The values go up. Battle Pack Tournament, Battle Pack prize cards. Remember those things? The Starfall prize cards? They're absolutely terrible, but they're valuable because they're hard to get. Well, look at that Speed Duel Tournament Pack 2 cards from OTS Tournament Pack 2 cards. And Tournament Pack 1 especially, they're gonna be worth money because they're hard to get. It's that simple. I don't even understand why you can play like, I don't like speed duels because there's no money in it. There's a ton of money in it. You're just not seeing it right now. But there's a lot of money in the future. That's one. Number 2, once again, Konami has speed duel locals. I think they had a Yu-Gi-Oh! Day speed duels. They recently had a Yu-Gi-Oh! A speed duel sneak preview, which I'm not a big fan of, but okay, it's all. I think they could do it better. And then they had Attack of the Giant card speed duels. And for the most part, the community is like, this is cool. It's like it's a side game when I'm not playing a constructed Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm not playing Gold format. I'll play speed duels. That's what it is. It's a side game. But Konami can make speed duels loved by everybody that fast. You want to know how? It's very simple. Give Yu-Gi-Oh! Players after round 5 of regionals an opportunity to play in a speed duel side event that can feature up to 20, 30, 60, whatever Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. Give them an opportunity to play in that event, and the top 4 in that event could still win a regional playmat, a regional deck box, and get their invite to nationals through speed duels. Now, you can have a speed duel nationals. I don't think you should do that in your first year, Konami, if you was to go this way. But if you did a way for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players to get a regular regional invite with speed duels, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players would be like, oh my god, with speed duels, I need to learn this today. I can get my invite with speed duels. That means if I go to regionals that happen once every couple of months for some places, I don't have to go and get not one invite. I can actually have an opportunity to grab 2 invites out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals. That would drastically change Yu-Gi-Oh! Overnight. Overnight, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will want to care about speed duels. Overnight, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will be practicing their speed duels. Overnight, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will have more opportunities to play not only in constructed Yu-Gi-Oh!, but if they don't do good after round 5, they're going to drop out and play in the speed duel regionals, which will earn them an invite to Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals 2020, 2021, 2085. But I think it'll be a huge opportunity. And to be honest with you, as much as you're going to be that's crazy talk, it's being talked about Konami right now. Konami's talking about this right now. I've been talking about it for a long while, but I'm telling you for a fact, Konami is throwing this idea around. How do we promote this idea? Very simple. Whenever you go to YCS, see someone in a button shirt that's black, a black button shirt, that's a Konami employee. Walk up to them and say, hi, I want speed duels to be played at regionals to get me an invite to play at nationals in regular Yu-Gi-Oh! and then walk away. Just don't, then you go, no, we're not talking about it. That's literally what I want, and just walk away. It will, one, annoy them, two, it'll get the conversation started from the player base to Konami, and more importantly, three, it can physically happen in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And once again, Speedos, maybe you don't like it right now, that's totally fine. I personally do, but if you don't, I get it. But if you had the opportunity to get your national invite, regional invite with Speedo decks, that cost you $20. The invite will cost the entry will cost you $20, but your opportunity to get your regional invite through Speedos, would you do it? Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Anyway, boys, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. It's your boy V. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you subscribe already. Hit the like button and comment down below. I have a lot of great content coming for you, so hit the notification bell. And if you guys want to buy anything on TCG Player, there's a link over here down in the description. If you could just add it to your favorites, whenever you buy anything on TCG Player gives me a percentage of that. It doesn't cost you nothing extra. They're not gonna extra charge you. It's just they just go, oh, he's with V, okay, here's a little something for V, and then once again it goes to help support this channel so I can add more content. Now I'm looking to add definitely more content on this channel. I got a lot of stuff behind the scenes going, and hopefully if you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll post pictures of what's happening behind the scenes as I slowly get ready to add new content towards the channel. It's your boy V, and you paisanos have a great day.